Okay, we're back to this amazing Singer model 201-2, and obviously what we're going to sew off on now is this canvas binding tape. If you've seen our videos before sewing this material, it really is an unbelievably difficult material to pierce. It's not difficult to pierce because of its thickness. It's actually a fairly thin material with one layer, but it's because of the weave of the fabric. I don't know if the camera is able to capture that or not, but it has kind of a Kevlar weave to it, which raises the piercing factor very, very high. And what we're going to do, because as we tested this 201-2, every single time we raised the layer count, it still was too easy for the machine. So we went all the way up to 16 layers. You heard me right, 16 layers. Here's layer 1, layer number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And if you blinked, you're probably wondering if you actually saw it. Take a look at it from the side, and what you saw is exactly the case. 16 layers of very, very difficult to pierce canvas binding tape. And yet again, because of that amazing direct drive motor, it's going to make the job look really easy. So follow me down to the needle, and I am guessing with 16 layers of canvas binding tape, we're probably going to need to apply that hyperextension. Just barely. It almost fits underneath there. And I'm going to apply it just to make it look even easier as far as the fit underneath that presser foot. An amazing amount of clearance underneath that presser foot. All right, here we go again. 16 layers of canvas binding tape. How easy was that? Ridiculously easy. Wait until you see the thickness of this again, and look at the quality of that stitch. Is there any question in your mind as to why Rolls-Royce would pick this machine out of any other machine available at the time to sew their interiors? Look at it vertically as well. Through a material this thick, you don't see any distortion of that stitch whatsoever. The spacing, the formation, everything about it is just picture perfect. And as we turn it to look at that lock-in stitch, look at it from the side. Can you believe it? 16 layers of canvas binding tape and an equally perfect lock-in stitch. I mean, that is unheard of with any vintage machine, to have this thickness factor and yet a top stitch like that and a lock-in stitch like that. This 201-2 is one of the most amazing machines I've ever sewed with.